Good day, traders. This is Rich with some price action on the markets. Currently 420, November 19th, 2020, Thursday. What the FUV? What a crazy day. Good day here. And I'm still in some shares of FUV, but I'll get into that in a second. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video. Yes, I had plenty of mistakes. Yes, I had some decent trades, but overall, I'm pretty happy with the way it finished out. We're in a market where you could have pressed the buy button and whoop, you pretty much were in the mix. A couple trades I got in today did not work right away. And I kind of did a Boeing scenario I did last Monday where I hit buy, and then it went. But guess what? I didn't buy that fourth time, and Tesla ripped like $15. So let's get into it, and I'll show you what I was looking at today and what I missed, what I got, and so on. So EV's been the hottest play overall, no matter what. We're talking, LI, XPEV, Sono. Or not Sono, Solo, Tesla, NKLA, all those guys. Obviously, there's a push for EV across the world. Some of these cars are just insane. Might not be working well in the United States of America, but in other countries they might work well. Small cities, big city scenarios like that. So there's a EV manufacturer for I think every market, to be honest with you, based on what's going forward. So out of the gate, I had several stocks on my watch list. One was CIIC. We talked about this yesterday. You can see the nice move up here from 10 all the way up to like 13 something, and it gapped up even further today. I actually was on my matrix for you Tradestation users through the 1750 level on this one. Got in a titch too early, but guess what? It ripped. Only problem is on my matrix, we'll go over here. I'll put it in CIIC. I had my increments at 20 cents versus 5 cents like I have here. And I couldn't see what was going on because usually I can see the price action moving, but it wasn't moving because the range wasn't as wide as like a Tesla or Roku or something like that. And I pretty much saw a little twitch on the matrix and hit a limit sell for 100 shares of my 300. I actually almost took 600 by accident, and I was not planning on doing that. And all of a sudden, I'm like, okay, it's sold. And then I realized, oh my God, what's going on? It kept going up. So I closed it out completely. I think my best sell was like $17.95 or something like that. I made $123 in the first 5 minutes of trading. Just didn't really expect that. And I was happy, but it went to like 1824. Probably could have gotten a little bit more off if I had seen what was going on, but I'm happy overall with that particular trade. That gave me the cushion I needed. And then I started looking at stupid Tesla. Actually, in the morning, did this move through 492 really early, and then cranked. And I wanted the 492, but I was testing orders because of the trouble I had in the past couple days. I wasn't quick enough, and it ran without me. It actually ran to 498, right? I think it was. So high here, 499.50. Okay, so then I'm like, okay, now I think 498 is the move through this area here, right? So 499.07. It kept going through 498, 498, 499. Boom, sale, full. Buy, sold, buy, sold, buy, sold. Finally, 498 cranks up, makes all-time highs at 507.76. So I'm down $83 on Tesla on 3 trades. So I wasn't trading heavy. You can see I was trading like 50 shares. No big deal. So I gave back a bunch of my original trade that I had on that CIIC. And meanwhile, stock like Roku, was just ripping again. And then it actually set up for this 250 level, and then ripped through 250, pulled back, didn't get down to 250, ripped up even new highs to 57.49. There's plenty of trades in Roku that were missed, and it was unfortunate, but that's just the way it goes. So one other trade I want to talk to you about, BILI, 5-minute chart, the break of the 51 level here. Ugh. Pretty easy stuff right here, and I just was unfortunate to miss this trade. Actually, it wasn't even on my radar at the time. I traded 24 million shares though. I was impressed, and a lot of its move was early. And if you caught this, you were definitely holding some, and all good. So meanwhile, EV again, going back to EV, we're talking KNDI, and of course FUV. So FUV is something I was looking at, and the call was through this level here, right? So we're looking at 1150. Got in at 1150. This little pullback. I had 300 shares. I took a lot off. I just took off like almost 3/4 of my shares through this move here. It pulled back, did not come back to my stop, which was 50, right? So it's right around here. So it didn't come back to my stop. And guess what? It turns up. So I made sells at 13, 13, 15, 14, 14, 15, 15, and 16. I'm still holding some. I'm still holding some. I'm going to put aftermarket hours on. It actually went against me in the aftermarket, but now it's turning up again. I only have 2 shares or 3 shares left. I forgot how many shares. 3 shares. My positions are here. I'm not expecting to move. Okay, so 300 shares on a 1150, 450 move. That's $1,200, right? If I'm still holding right now, pretty much. Guess what? I'm looking at 170, 180, 300 shares. It's frustrating. I know. Am I happy that I'm still holding some shares? I think that's what I'm more happy about right now. And it's actually in the after hours. We're talking 428. Markets are closed. I'm looking for it to break 1616, and I'll sell off any rip through that, maybe 1650. The power of no commissions. Look, KNDI is making new highs right now. Let's see. KNDI. So these EV plays are just insane right now. Is this going to last? Is this going to keep going? I don't know. But until it stops, I got to press the buy button, and I got to hold. I had no idea FUV was going to trade 22 million shares and rip. Maybe you guys can watch me take a sell. I'll put one out for 1 share. How about that? 1 share. We'll do it 1640 here. See if it gets up there. I think it might rip up there. This is how it's been moving. Like, it pulled back. Like, this is a pretty significant pullback it made. But then just ripped, and there's like no stopping it. And it's pretty cool that I'm still holding some shares in the after hours. This is not something I usually do, actually, ever. If I'm up big and I'm only in for minimal shares, if it dropped 20 points, if it dropped 16 points, with 3 shares, I'm not losing much money in the end of the day. So it's kind of cool to see all-time highs. If you look on the daily here, look at this candle. Look at this volume, 22. The candle's just ridiculous. So it's pretty exciting to have, to be in a trade like this. And this is the goal. Obviously, I don't expect to be in this with 1,000 shares at this point. It would be nice to have like 100 shares though at this point. I look back on the history of the trade, not the history of the trade, but the entry, and my risk was 30 cents. It could have been more because it was kind of upside move here that I got in, but I was saying 30 cents, so I took 300 shares. So I was only risking $90, and my average is around 150 per trade. So I left 300 shares out there on this particular trade, and I'm looking at this one, win or lose, hindsight, all that good stuff, as a learning lesson in holding. My sells, once it started making these moves, I wasn't selling it, and I was just putting it up there 50 cents. Actually, I put my 16, when I hit 15, my next sell was 16, and I wasn't even paying attention. It went off. So that's the ultimate goal. Ultimate goal is to take these, hold them when they're hot, and get as much as you can. You know, we have trades that go against us and we hold those. Why not hold the ones that are going in our favor? This thing just kept going. If you're a long bias trader, whew, money, just pure. You know, you had this little bit of pullback pain here. Yeah, it could go against you and you can close out, but if you can hold on to this, you know, there's $12 right here. This is 16. That's $4. You get the point here. So good day. Give me a second. So I'm walking with 170 if I were to close right now. So anywhere between 166 and 175, we'll call it, just to, you know, I don't expect this thing to move up very much. All good. You know, I think I'm at all-time Solo's making new all-time highs. Let's see what Solo's doing. Whoa, just ripped from 938 to 1013. These EVs is the space right now. There's no doubt about it. And I was fortunate to be in one. You know, again, it's just, I'm not trying to put some FOMO out there for you guys. Tell me, did you guys catch any of these plays? And if so, where'd you get in? Where'd you get out? Why'd you get out? Did you hold it? How much, you know, don't tell me how much you made. I don't need to know how much you made. I'd say that to you guys to kind of grab your attention a little bit more, because I know if this channel didn't talk about my actual gains, people really wouldn't watch it. But, you know, 170 on the day. I think it's all-time highs, but I'll let you know about that tomorrow when I close up the week. And you guys have a good one. Enjoy your Thursday night, and I will be back tomorrow.